Okay, hold on. Alright, I think we're live now. So I'm just gonna wait a minute just so that a couple more people can get in. So Purgatory 10% I was considering doing like April Fool's some year. This year I decided to do VSC, but maybe next year I'll do Purgatory. Alright, hi D-Star. Alright, I think I should probably start now. So, I was yesterday. All of you probably know, crazy day. Thinking Space 2 and Amethyst got verified, but I have to do them. I decided that I'm gonna do Thinking Space 2 first, simply because just by looking at it, it looks easier. I heard that Amethyst has a 240 FPS frame perfect, which I do not want to deal with that right now. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. I have played this a little bit. I have played a little bit. Like I've gone to 10% in practice, and that's about it. And yeah, this is really tight. I'm just gonna say this now. I have no idea how long this could take. Like this could probably take multiple streams, but I could also like do this really quickly. Because I know past this first ship it's not too hard. Also, this gap's a bit silly. I wonder if it actually gets consistent. Yeah, I am actually doing this. I can already tell this gap is gonna kill me from 0. Okay, I'm just gonna do this for now. Okay. Disturb. I think I also like the original Thinking Space over this. I mean, I have beaten Thinking Space as a hardest. In order, it is my hardest, but yeah, I think I don't really like the realism style of this, or like realism in general. That's not really a preference of mine. Also, this gap is still killing me. Okay. Alright, hold on. Hailstorm, I need to give you a mod. Hailstorm is my cousin, if in case you don't know. Just give me a second. Hailstorm, Alright. Hailstorm, you should be a moderator now. So yeah, and then this isn't too bad. It's that's 10% there. Unless I want to do this click, because actually, wonder which way I should go, because this is hard, but I might just click the yellow orb. It seems more consistent. Alright. If the beginning is the easiest part, this is already ridiculous. Mainly because of that one gap at 3%. Amethyst is gonna be after Thinking Space 2. Like, I think the idea that I want to do is that for like these like really hard levels now, I want to stream them. So like this and Amethyst, and then like for example Grief. Whenever that gets verified, I want to stream this, or no, stream Grief, and before anyone asks, at some point, probably this summer, I might do Eternus. Alright, Zankers, I'll check out your comment. Wait, what's your... What's your usernames, Anchors? Because I have seen the other channel, the 10% on every impossible level channel. I don't myself don't really care that they're doing like way better than me, because this was mainly supposed to be a personal challenge. I was not I did not make content on this because I was not expecting this to be as big as it did. Alright. A pillow. Jack going so fast as to say it. Oh, okay, alright. I'm liking that. I'm not supposed to be struggling on you right now. This is already ridiculous, and I haven't even learned I haven't done 7 to 10 yet. No, actually, I'm not using CBF for this because yeah, because word on the street is that this has a CBF blocker in it. And I'm not sure about Amethyst. I don't actually know if Amethyst has a CBF blocker, but I'm probably not going to use it for that as well. My favorite memory level is Jupiter, my favorite. I still think it's the best hardest I've done. I just love, I really love the style of it. I still have like the backlog to go through, but I'm close to catching up with the classics. But then there's all the platformers, so it's still gonna take a bit for me to catch up. Yeah, that's what I heard. Apparently, there is a CBF blocker that's only from 0. And if whoever talked about it on Twitter was lying, I will sue them. You know, okay, I'm using no clip to get past this clip. Never mind. It didn't even work. I do not know what Delightful Climb is, so I'm gonna look at that later. And 10% on a platformer. Honestly, my process of doing 10% on platformers is I try to use some sort of like reference point, whether it be like a checkpoint, or if it's a speed level time or jumps. If not, I kind of just like choose a point that's like a bit far low and like yeah, that's good enough. It's not really a scientific process. Hardest platform according to TPL. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out later. Okay, this is still really hard here. Okay. Alright, I've done 7 to 10. We're moving on. I almost did 6 to 10. I'm just gonna let you guys know now. I will probably stream tomorrow as well, because, I mean, even after this, there's still Amethyst to go through. Hi, Dashcraft. Alright, that was 5.8 to 10%. I think things are going to very quickly get worse from here. Alright. I mean, yeah, the 3% choke point is the issue. This. Alright, okay. I finally got a good checkpoint through it. Now I could finally figure out whatever the hell this is. Why is there a little spike? That's not even fixed hitbox. That's just a dumb hitbox. Okay. Three to 9.9. That doesn't really matter because there's still the impossible gap, but which is right now. Oh, is the gameplay actually made by challenge players? If so, that's... I mean, I don't even know what to say. That'd probably explain why the ship gaps are really goofy. No rounding up. No rounding up. I almost did it 3 times in a row. I did it twice. I can feel myself getting a bit better at this ship gap. I only have like a 10% pass rate on it instead of 3%. You know, actually, I'm curious. I want to see how Zoink did this. How Zoink did this gap, because I just wonder, am I doing it like wrong or something, or? Hold on. He doesn't do an extra click. He just does that. I'm not going from 0 just yet. Wait, Hauser, why did you just delete comments? What are you doing? What happened? Okay. I should probably put it on slow mode. Hold on. Give me just a second. Okay. Actually, hold on. Okay, here's the thing. I don't actually know how to turn on slow mode. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, you can figure this out. Wait, hold on. If anyone else spams, you're gonna get banned. I'm just saying that. I'm almost tempted to just turn on show hitboxes on death just to see what's happening each time. I think that run was single-handedly harder than 4 to 10. Yeah, I do unrated levels as well now. It's more than fair enough for joining verification. All right. I mean, I turned it on for Quantus as well, mainly because the first, I'm pretty sure the first click was a 240 frame perfect. My hardest is actually, as of a few days ago, I have a new hardest. A few days ago, I beat Promethean. That's my current hardest. Before that, it was Stinking Space 1. I don't know why I said Stinking Space 1. Next time I get past this gap, I'm just... Yeah, okay, it seems like trying to put checkpoints in the middle of that is just a death sentence. I'm just gonna repractice this part. Nope. I'm absolutely dying this ball from 0. Dude, this ball is gonna... Okay. I think I could go back now. So, there's another one of these bikes, and that one... I don't know what's up with these like half fixed hitboxes, just like on the side. That's conveniently the more annoying one. Yeah, this was more of what I was originally scared of. This. Alright. This first sweep it down isn't too bad, I think. Never mind, this is... Okay. And after that is this. Yeah, okay, at least this is not very long, so. Okay. Oh. All right. That was out of nowhere. Can I have it from 0, please? What happens if I just go from 0? I am already at 800 attempts. Alright, 1%. At this rate, it's only going to take like 50 more attempts, right? Right? It's not. Alright, Zinkers, you could ask a question you want. How do I not lose patience? I mean, I've gone through Avernus and Andromeda. Those were way, way worse than this when it comes to patience. Alright, 2%. If I'm being honest, I actually think this first 10% is like, relative to other 10%, is actually pretty fun. Except for the 3% gap. I think it's just because out of like a lot of like the hardest 10% I've done, it's just like insta death. Usually you like you die within like the first third of a second. I am not going to answer that, Zankers. That's hold on, let me see. I think I know what the answer is, but I don't want to say it. I mean, Aiden, you can if you want, but I don't think I would. I feel like this is a kind of level just like Thinking Space Super Buff. This is probably the kind of level where everything past the first 10% probably gets bad really quick. Okay, if I can get past this first swoop consistently, I almost got to the gap. Yeah, Amethyst will definitely be harder than this. That's why I decided to do this first. Storm, I just heard you sneeze. Bless you. Yeah, Avernus. I think one of the things about Avernus is that it was back on my old laptop, which was really bad. It could barely run levels, and Avernus was very laggy even on LDM. Like if I tried Avernus now, it's probably a guarantee that it wouldn't take nearly as long as it actually did originally. Hi, Grando. Yeah, I've done one live stream in the past. However, it was once again on my old laptop, which didn't really handle streams well. So I didn't do them. But with I first got the idea to like go back to streaming because I had the idea of maybe starting a Turnus like a week ago, and I've been having the idea bounce in my head. And then, well, yesterday happened, and now we're here. Okay, these first little gaps are almost as bad as the 3% gap. I don't know what GMHS Flag 7 is. I probably will get 9.96% actually. Just not even intentionally, just I will die there before getting 10%. What would I rank the upcoming top ones in terms of difficulty? I haven't even touched Amethyst yet. I don't know what you want me to say. show the hitboxes. I mean, this isn't the greatest part to use them, but wait. I have. Yeah. So this is the hitboxes of the gap, and there's like 3 of these in this part. I know I've been talking about this gap at 3% a lot, but like the transition out of it is like just as hard. Wait a minute, I think I might have seen something in that last straight fly. Hold up. Yep. Itty bitty hitboxes sticking out of the last spikes. I never saw that. Well, I can't say I can't say about the whole level world domination. That's a great username, by the way. But in terms of the first 10%, right now I'm feeling this is probably around like Andromeda Quayo, which would be it'd be in my top 5 hardest 10%. Okay, this is definitely going to take multiple streams at this rate. All right. I have no idea what's happening in chat right now. Yeah, I know I gotta do Amethyst at some point. And by some point, I mean after this. $10% on every extreme chat. Mega collab when? If you guys want to go for it, y'all create the level. I verify it. Kind of concerning me that I haven't even gone to 3% yet. Don, yeah, I think there is a certain point where like they do get tedious. Like, I think the most fun ones for me are the ones that take about like a couple hundred to 1,000 attempts. Because those ones are the ones where I usually don't die immediately every attempt. And wait, hold on, dang it. Those are the ones where I usually don't die immediately every attempt. And so it's not completely tedious. Yeah, Don. I can understand that. That's why I have a lot of fun grinding like lower end extreme demons, because that's the difficulty where I can beat them. It's like where It's like the about the highest difficulty that can usually be within like 1 or 2 sessions. One of these attempts will get to 3%, and then we'll all be happy. Almost. I almost got the 3%. Okay, hold on. Actually, I think I'm getting close to 1,500 attempts. I think I'm gonna take a little break from Thief Space 2 for a bit. Hold on, just give me a second. This text needs to not be as big. All right. I'm just gonna play something else for a bit. Rash, this is the last Extreme Demon I was working on. You can see me get past 10% on a level for once. Yeah, that's hard. Dang it. You cannot kill me in a way that matters. I don't think I've heard a statement that made me more confused yet more terrified at the same time. Yeah, sure, I'll get 10% on retray. That is not high spell retray. It's not possible to get 10%. Okay. Alright. Back to this. I need to practice. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just so terrified by fixed hitboxes that I keep going too high here. Even though there's no fixed hitbox on the bottom spike. Alright, my best is 2%, so although I have done 2.9 to 10%. I almost have thinking space 10% in 2 runs. Yeah, there's a bit of delay to the stream. Did I actually do that little ship gap 3 times in a row? I think I did. I'm getting more consistent at this ship gap. Just by the 10%, I think this 10% is harder than the first 10% of Tidal Wave. So yeah. Though if we're going by if we're judging difficulty by first 10%, then Boo Boo One was still top 3. So it's still kind of messed up. This gaps. If I beat from 0% next 100 attempts, Zoinks will say congrats. I mean, I could try. It's probably not gonna happen though. Nope, I still go too high there. Got 3%. Finally got a new best. Only took 46 2%. The funny thing is, that's probably actually harder than 4 to 10%. Getting to 3%. Four! Let's go! That's such a sub-pixel death, but I got past the gap. I'm actually consistent at it now. Yeah, this is a common thing with 10%. Like, kind of what's happening now, when, especially on like harder stuff. I have bursts where I'm like really consistent, and then I have bursts where I just die to the first gap every attempt. Yeah, right now I'm dying to the first gap every attempt. I thought 420 was gonna be the one. Hoping I get out of this. I hope I get out of this dying at the first gap hell soon. Okay. This is not rated. I don't know if it will get rated. It probably will at some point, but it might take a while. Yep. Next is Amethyst. After this. That the fixed hitbox spike moving down is eating up a lot of my attempts whenever I get there. There might be a better way of going about this gap, because... Alright, wait, no. This feels like the kind of 10% where once I get past 4%, I'm just gonna keep going and probably get to like 8 or 9. Alright, 550, here we go. It was not 550. Only lucky attempt after 550 is 1247. Not sure if I'm gonna go all the way to 1247. I'm gonna play for a bit longer, but Yeah, especially with something like this where I keep dying the first gap, there's only so much time I'll have. I will at least get to 694 Bryce. I wonder how good Bad is at the game. Well, I know I've seen this talked about a lot, but I mean I'm kind of under the impression that like even if you just like beat a demon, you're still like I'm not sure if this is what you're originally asking, but like even if you just beat a demon, you're still better than like most people that have touched the game, and like definitely at medium demon, that's definitely where you're good. Alright, hey there, it's me forever. That was my bad, Mike. But that was just the first thing I thought of. I got back to 3%. Okay. Oh, dang it. Okay. I think I'm back in my consistent period. Yep. Here we go. That's already a lot of attempts. Where the hell did the -2 come from? I think I'm probably gonna call the stream here. I did start later than I thought I would, and again, there's only so much stamina I have for this, so yeah. I think this is where I'm gonna call it. I will stream again tomorrow. Probably like an hour or so earlier. But this is a great stream. I actually enjoyed this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank y'all for sticking around. And yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, you know what? I think between now and next stream, I will do some term stuff on my own. So I will upload before, but yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna start stream like probably around like 5 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, there's only so much stamina I have with doing with dying at the first gap over and over. And I think if I start earlier, I will probably go longer. So yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably it'll probably be a longer stream. And yeah, that's all I have to say.